welcome to Crystal Conversation Sustain. Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Shalini Sharma, the founder of Crystal. Today, we are having an incredible personality, Miss Poonam Beniwal. Poonam is the national boxing champion. She represented India in Olympic Games, Asian Games, World Championships, and various national and international tournaments. She is a senior development officer at Target Olympic Podium Scheme, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Government of India. With around 17 years of vast experience in coaching men and women boxers, she has been involved in high-impact positions like member of International Boxing Association, formerly known as Association Internationality Boxing Amateur. She is involved on side projects like EduSports, Boxing Top Scheme, and Boxing NOCEs. Hi Poonam, this is great, and we welcome you on the platform of Crystal for this podcast today. Today we are going to talk to you about how the sport can shape the sustainable future. And I know you have been a great boxer for such a long time. So our audience is quite excited to know about how your journey started in this field.
Actually, as far as boxing is concerned, it's in my blood. My father has been working as a district sports officer in Haryana. So he used to teach us the boxing. So my younger sister used to go to boxing lessons. Then I learned the boxing from there only. I was doing my studies, and suddenly when I was in 12th standard, suddenly it was like I got in boxing and started boxing. Then I became the national champion. Then after that, boxing national camps, and then my boxing coaching, and then I did this Shivling scholarship, MSc Sports Business Management. Then I work as an administrator in Target Olympic Podium Scheme.
Yeah.
So this is like boxing is like not only the game, it's like life for me.
Wow. So Poonam, what we are doing here at Crystal is that we work more for environment and climate change. But for CSR projects, we are having some projects where we are trying to implement sports in rural areas, in schools. I would like to ask you, what can be done in the schools, especially in rural area and semi-urban areas, so that students should start taking interest into this, and government also should do something for them to choose career in this sport.
See, as far as latent talent is concerned, especially in the combat sports like boxing, wrestling, judo, it comes from lower middle class, or the people from rural area or grassroots, or you can say because these are the muscular games. So there are various CSR funding being provided in India as well. REC is there. Many corporate are coming and doing this sponsorship. Even the JSW and this Reliance, they are doing a lot for the promotion of sports at the grassroots level. And as far as government is concerned, I am working as a senior development officer in top scheme. This is Target Olympic Podium Scheme. I'm also having the charge of this Khelo India. As far as Khelo India is concerned, its main target is to build the sports at grassroots level. When a boxer or wrestler become national champion, there are around 3,000 kids across the various sports. Like in boxing, 150 kids, and in wrestling there are around 180 kids. Their age are around they are 15 year, 16 year, 13 year. That is, it's the starting age where they need the help and support from the government. So 10,000 per month Indian rupees is like they can buy their own shoes, they can buy their own food supplements, and whatever is required at grassroots level. So as far as government is concerned, various CSR funding is concerned, people have started investing at grassroots as well. And it is the area where it is the point where the help and support is required. When we become Olympic medalist or world champion, many sponsors will come, and there are various schemes at the top level as well. In sports, the success do not come overnight. It's like a pyramid. If you have a strong base, then you can build on. The success is over there. You can't build a boxer or wrestler overnight. It takes many years. It takes around 10,000 hours of training to become an Olympic medalist.
Wow.
Roughly I'm saying. So when from the quantity only you can pick up the quality, na? If you have 10,000 kids training at grassroots, then 5,000 will go to development stage, then out of that 500 will go to international stage.
Right.
So this is that kind of work. So at grassroots it is very important, and government and CSR funding in India, they are doing a lot these days.
I would like you to share few words about your experience as an Indian boxing champion, and also about your experience as a coach for various aspiring boxers, where I understand that you have coached men and women both. So is that correct?
When we started boxing, it was like passion for us. We become national champion. Then I was good at studies, got this scholarship. Then when it comes to coaching, then initially people were reluctant to send the boxers to women boxers especially. As far as men is concerned, there is no issue of training the men boxers, especially in the services, army, navy. There are strong teams in the civilian as well. But when it comes to women boxing, people were a bit reluctant. But when we started in Haryana, like boxing and wrestling, many people started, like the government give the jobs to these, and then sponsorship and scholarships. So it becomes a role model for them. To be a coach for men and women, it's a bit different. There is hairline difference. When it comes to women boxers, you have to appreciate them. You have to do the constructive discussion with them in a very, cozy environment. And when it comes to men, you are doing constructive discussion with them regarding their game. It's like, this is wrong, this is right. But you can't do that with women.
I should really add the question about your spouse, but I would really like to add you to add few lines about him, because yes, he has been an Olympian and he has been a famous personality, as we know, as you are.
As far as Akhil is concerned, he is a very grounded person. He is like hero in Indian boxing. He has been very famous boxer. He is Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Asian medalist, World Cup medalist. When he was doing the boxing training, side by side, he groomed up many good boxers. So he has owned his club in India. So we are doing boxing training over there. So it's like when it is breakfast, lunch or dinner, the point of discussion is that boxer is doing that mistake, how we should correct that. And we should groom the boxing at the grassroots, how we can make the boxers to come in boxing. So he's doing good job. Right now he's working as assistant commissioner of police in Haryana, but side by side he's doing that coaching as well.
Thank you for adding few lines for him. So one more thing, what we as a common man or common person, what we understand that you reached a pinnacle of your sport. What were the most significant mental barriers you had to overcome over this period when you were developing yourself to reach at the international level? And how can India better equip its athletes to handle that kind of a psychological pressure at the international competitions? I think this is very, very challenging issue, and almost all the players, they face this kind of situation at some point of time.
So whether it is district level, state level, national level or international level, there is always a huge stress in sports person mind.
That's
even Akhil know I am national champion and nobody can beat me, but there is a huge stress. What will be the result? There is always, and a sports person should take it positively. Then only you can overcome this. I've seen like Mirabai Chanu, Mary Kom. We have been in the national camps, so there is always a kind of stress. As far as India at this moment is concerned, we have got top class psychologists working with the team. In shooting, one of the best psychologists is working with the team before the Olympics as well. Pyre from Canada. So with boxing as well, wrestling as well, we have got very good sports psychologists working with that. So there are very specific psychological skills they make the sports person to learn to overcome this huge stress. Now, in every sphere of life, competition is there, whether it is medicals or you can say engineering or sports. So people have become very competitive, and kind of very specification is there in the preparation as well. When it comes to Olympics or world level, so every country, US, China, Russia, they prepare in a very perfect manner. precise manner that we have to peak at this level in this month, so they plan accordingly. So India is also grooming up in sports sciences very effectively and efficiently.
To elaborate a little bit more on this aspect, what are the biggest differences you noticed between the training and support system in India versus to those other in the leading sport nations like Australia?
See,
and how can we
today,
sorry,
I've seen very closely, we have got the best, one of the best facilities available in India.
Okay.
And literally, if you see the Sports Sciences Center, if you see the National Coaching Camp Center, it's world class. We have got experts coming from international level. Many teams come from foreign countries and they say this is world class facility. We have got AC controlled indoor halls, boxing rings international level, and every sports facility is required for the training at the national squad. So as far as facility is concerned, this is perfect. We are at the level of competition of other countries as well. And when it comes to sports sciences, at this point I can say we are in right direction.
Okay.
Yeah, because as I said earlier, because at this moment, as far as Olympic preparation is concerned, every country prepare for 4-year cycle. Like every country is now focusing on LA 28, then they will focus on 32, and in this manner they just hire the best to best psychologists or best to best coaches for their national team, and they prepare accordingly. And Top Scheme is doing that only, where I'm working as a senior development officer. There are around 200 boxers in the scheme, 200 athletes, athletics, boxing, wrestling, weightlifting, and government support them. Their government is providing 50,000 per month to them, plus whatever the foreign coaching is required, whatever the foreign exposure is required for them, whatever sports sciences support is required for the high performance. So we have been providing them. And in Top Scheme as well, we have got two groups. One is core group. This is like Neeraj Chopra, Mirabai Chanu, PV Sidhu, and Nikhat Jareen. And then second line, this is development group, like next to the core group players. And then we have got this Khelo India scheme.
So you have, sorry.
I can see the difference. When we were playing, there were not too much sponsorships, and people were not aware about sports too much 2 or 3 decades before. But right now, people are aware about it because government is providing too much funding, and then sponsorship is there, and people has become aware that if you go for the sports, it's not only they will perform at the various level, they will get the government jobs. They have got good role models like Neeraj Chopra. He has become honorary colonel rank there. Then Mirabai Chanu, she has got the superintendent of police post in Manipur. So Nikhat Jareen, recently she has joined as deputy superintendent of police in Hyderabad. So I mean, these are the role models.
One question as a technical person that's coming to my mind is, nowadays everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. There's a lot of talk happening about that. So do you think that in any manner artificial intelligence can be integrated into the sports to train the students?
In boxing, like we have 3-minute 3 rounds, and 5 judges are there, and they just score subjectively, objectively, whatever they see, and they score that. But there have been talks, there will be sensor in the gloves, and then that will monitor the impact of the punches, and automatically scores will come, and various research are going on in the various sports. And as far as AI is concerned, not only the sports, in every field, people are like various things they are like predicting that can be done. So things are undergoing. Let's see what happens. And as far as sports sciences in India is concerned, like you were asking about the career. So there are sports doctors, psychologists, physiotherapists. So various streams are there where people can support the sports person at the international level.
Okay, so there is a whole ecosystem that works along with the sports person, and there is a sports management requirement as well. So I think these are kind of new career streams that people should or students should look into. Probably there is a lot more opportunities available into the sports field, probably what was there.
And there in India, in India there are various courses going on. In this specific fields. There is National Institute of Sports in Patiala, NS Patiala. There are various courses, sports massage course, then there is like sports physiotherapy course, there is 1 year coaching diploma, then sports sciences various courses. You can opt that and you can start your career in sports as well.
Okay. So this brings my brain to something very specific into boxing. That there is lot more possibility of having injuries in the kind of sport like boxing and all. What do you think can be done to improve the injury prevention and the sports rehabilitation in India? Or do you think that it is already being done at present?
See, what I would say, I'm closely monitoring the national team preparation for Olympics or world level events. It's being taken care very effectively and efficiently. We have got best to best doctors, physiotherapists working with the team, and there is a saying, prevention is better than cure. So these days there is like, instead of rehab, people have started the workouts which will prevent injury. Literally, I have seen the SNC expert, they are giving the training to the boxers in such a manner the injury should not be there, so that you need not to do any rehab exercises. And whenever there is injury, we have got national central level injury management system as well in Delhi. So it's we have got Brigadier Vibhu Naik, the head of that institute, and whenever there is injury of any national squad boxer or any athlete, they just approach them and they get best to best treatment over there.
Okay. So we are at the very end of this interesting conversation, but I am really tempted to ask you that if there is any kind of a change in the system or any kind of change, would you do you see an opportunity to do something better than what's really happening at present?
There's a good environment going on. Various sponsors should come forward. Although there are various sponsors and various CSR funding is coming in. So people should come forward and adopt one sports. And in that way, a lot of money will come and people will come. Various sponsors are coming, and in the sports like wrestling, boxing, I can see, I can give the example of Bhiwani in Haryana. There are around 200 plus boxing clubs in Bhiwani only. It's a small city.
Very small town.
In Hisar only we have got around 60 plus clubs. So at grassroots in the sports where India is doing well, we have got very large number of clubs, or I can say the government facility over there in selected sports like boxing, wrestling, judo, athletics. There I can see, if you go to stadium in evening, there are a lot of kids doing the training. At this moment, government and sponsor are doing a good, but there is always opportunity to work on. So I mean, better can be done. So hope for the best.
Yeah. So Poonam, before we go today, and I will just request you to share at least one message for the children, the upcoming generation, that what they should do and how they should choose their sports and how they can build their career. I mean, you already spoke a lot about it, but one message that you would like to give to the generation.
See, whatever the field you choose, you just choose it and go 100%. Nobody can stop you. Literally, if you choose as a perform like a sports as an athlete or as a coach or as a sports scientist, just do it by heart. Nobody can stop you. I'm telling this by my experience. I'm on maternity leave. I have got twins, and I'm every evening I'm planning for the kids, boxing kids. Like, you should improve this in this way. You should improve in ring. You should improve in this area. So just make it a passion and enjoy it. That's it.
Right, and this is tremendous. Along with the kids, you are doing so much, and having twins is great. I think slowly you will see when they will grow. I mean, a lot of things you will be doing as 200% at present, but you will see the result that it's really positive. And congratulations once again to you and all your family members for this great happiness that is at your home.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Crystal Conversation, Poonam. A heartfelt thank to Poonam for sharing such powerful insights today. This episode reminds us that sport is more than a competition. At Crystal, we are turning that action into reality. Through our Sports for School initiative, we are bringing a structured, inclusive sports program to students in understanding underserved regions, especially starting with the rural and semi-urban areas in India. To our listeners, this is your invitation to get involved. Whether you are an educator, athlete, journalist, or a change maker, there's a place for you. So get involved in this movement. Thank you.